Hello and welcome back. This is part 3. We're reading the Divine Oracle cards. Also, I thought this was funny. It ended up taking a bit of a while. I had some mix-ups, which is partly Mars going direct and still some, what do you call it, leftover energy from Mercury retrograde. But the other card that came out was a Judgment card. And I thought it was funny, for one thing, that I couldn't remember it. And because this is the 20th card, and what year is this? 2020, which is clarity, perfect vision. And a lot of, even that, that card, the Steampunk Priestess, what did it say? Ask for clarity, right? And this card can be about judgment, and it can also be about beginning quests and maturing, like leveling up. It's the second to last card before the end of the major arcana, which is, it's maturity, going up into what is next, listening to the divine, things like that. So being that this is in divine masculine's T, I'd imagine, especially with these two cards, that he's withdrawing from situations, He's withdrawing from situations that don't fulfill him, even if in the 3D it seems like they should, and learning to have healthier judgment. It's an upright, and, he's pulling away from things that are not satisfying, and partnerships that don't serve, Okay, so that first card we had, Date with Destiny. Again, card number 43, which is 7. It says, out of the ethers and into your life, she arrives now because you have a date with destiny. She is a mysterious creature. Her ways are wild and her guidance is true. She may create chaos from which a new order can emerge, but there is no need to fear. She has come to inspire, uplift, and direct you. A date with destiny is a big deal. It is the moment when you realize there is something helping you out, something intelligent, powerful, wise, and no matter how empowered you are, something even more powerful than your own efforts, which, right? Spirit. The Oracle of Date with Destiny means that all bets are off. Nothing is held sacred and anything can happen. If you are a control freak, this will probably scare you witless. So you need to know something important. You can trust in Destiny's interventions on your behalf, even if her work seems to be causing your best intentions to go astray. Trust or go mad, because you cannot control her, and you do not need to. Your divine destiny is your best life. It is you in the fullest and most beautiful creative expression possible. It is what you want and need, even when you don't immediately realize it, even when that is rather different to what you once thought you wanted and needed. Which is funny, wasn't I just saying something like that? Hers is the guiding hand closing the wrong doors, sometimes slamming them abruptly in your face. Nurse your ego when that happens, but let your soul shout in glee, because you'll know it's the calling card of destiny, and then she'll open the right doors for you. She isn't, despite most people's fears, a sadist, but she will dance through your life in her big stomping combat boots, even if that means causing some pain now to avoid a far greater pain later. The appearance of havoc or mayhem is just a sign that she's at work on a divine realignment assignment. An 80s Mustang. I don't know how that might be relevant to you, but that just roared on in there, right? Her every move, even those incomprehensible to the mind, is deliberate and divine. When this oracle appears, you are on a date with destiny. The universe has heard the prayers in your heart, and life is going to answer them by rearranging what needs to be rearranged to sort out whatever has been troubling you. Make sure you let it happen. You are not meant to feel in control. Destiny is an exciting, unpredictable phenomenon. You are probably going to feel a sense of instability and feeling that things are just going to change. You're right. If you allow destiny to take your hand, she'll guide you into the places you really want and need to be. If you cannot trust her, she'll push and prod you to get you there anyway, but you just won't enjoy the journey quite so much. The more you allow yourself to trust in her, the more you will realize that the universe is working with you, rather than against you. And if you are willing, it will show you the time of your life. And the affirmation that goes with it is, my date with destiny is full of the most fun, joy, passion, purpose, and play that I can have whilst being me. Which, I mean, if you think about it, that's a lot of what many other readers have been saying, and even what I've been saying in some of my just regular readings is that there's a lot of interventions from spirit coming in, and I love it, like stomping the combat boots through there. Like you can take the hand of destiny and go along willingly, or you can well, you can try to delay it, but oh man. And masculines are pretty good at trying to delay things sometimes, especially when it feels like they have to face their fears or admit that they're wrong or things like that. And I have a feeling that the things that have happened, especially if any of you divine femmes have pulled away or stopped taking, immaturity or any crap from them, that's likely part of that. And it's kind of a Wheel of Fortune card of sorts. All right, so now our other card, play your hand, number 39, 12, and 3, Hanged Man and Empress. Play your hand. Have you been playing your cards close to your chest? Have you been waiting for the universe to give you a sign, for life to show you how to proceed? Sometimes we need to be patient and surrendered, but there's also a time to take initiative. It is time to show your hand to the universe. What do you want? What can you offer? Ask, express, expect. The universe is waiting for you to make your move. It's so funny because the sun has decided at this very moment to come out of the clouds, and it's so hot on me at the moment, but it's reminding me of the sun card and the song Here Comes the Sun, which is good masculinity and enlightenment too. And the fact that it's coming out while I'm reading this card may be relevant. There are times to surrender and flow, to let the universe show you where to go. Then there are times when you need to choose to play your cards, to make your move. The universe is asking you, what do you want? What are you willing to do? Don't waste a golden opportunity and such a receptive audience. Go into your heart and ask for what you want. If you don't know the details, that's just fine. Ask for the essence of what you want and leave the finer details up to the universe to sort out. Do you want love, abundance, peace, pleasure, passion, purpose? Or do you want creative freedom to discover, express, and enjoy the hidden inner treasures of your unknown talent, to feel so safe and secure within that you can relax and live your life to the full? Give the universe notice of what you are willing to receive, and it will more than meet you halfway. Take the initiative to set something in motion with your intention, your actions, your willingness to play your hand in the game of life. Don't be afraid to show your cards, to be open about what you want, to ask the universe to bring something special into your life, something that will truly move you. The Oracle of Play Your Hand is a request from the universe to do what you can so the universe can help you. The universe is saying, help me help you. You have to take the first step. Then all manner of support will come into play. It's not a time for dreaming only, it's a time for doing. Even if it's just taking one step in the directions of your dreams. Do it. Go for it, with gusto. You do not have to hide yourself or your plans for fear that another may judge or ridicule. There are times to be discreet and times to show your hand. This is your time to let your intentions be known. You are capable of playing a bold and fearless game of chance. Your confidence and willingness to be open are your keys to winning the game. So game on, sweet soul. Show your cards. Let the dice roll. The affirmation is, I am a winner in the game of life. I play my hand every day with boldness, courage, and joy. Which, if this is the T, then that is what masculines are. Well, it's what they're working on. It's what it's what's in their conscious mind about what to do. And so, with Date with Destiny, they're probably feeling like the whole lot of things are happening that are out of their hands, and they're trying to figure out how to roll with it. There's probably a fair number of things happening with you, their divine femmes, and things happening with any karmics, not just romantic partners, but others too. I'm really curious, though, especially since this turned into a 3-part. I think I'm going to pull one card for each of those cards, and let's just get a little bit of clarity. So for that Date with Destiny, thank you for giving us a little bit of clarity on what masculines are experiencing with that Date with Destiny. Like, how is Date with Destiny most shaking things up? And this isn't going to be all of the ways, but this could be some of the ways. Okay, well, I wasn't going to take it that way, but it feels right. So, King of Wands in reverse. And funny enough, on the bottom, Queen of Cups in upright, which is the Queen of Love, really. The Empress is like love, 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 but oftentimes when we see the Queen of Cups in upright, they're thinking about their love, But King of Wands in reverse, okay, so the King of Wands in upright is very I mean, he's charismatic and he's flirty, and you know, he probably got some fire sign stuff going on in him, and he thinks that he's all that in a bag of chips. So in reverse, it's likely that the king feels like his castle is crumbling and he's having trouble communicating anything to anyone, and it's likely that there's a lot of misunderstandings, and because of where Mars is, it's likely that Mars has prevented him from glowing up in that way, and also because it has to do with wands and being a masculine energy, which is, you know, that makes sense for this reading. It's likely that his masculinity is being challenged, and that his ability to hold good boundaries is being challenged. I mean, even if he has healthy boundaries, they may be being knocked down all over the place by all sorts of people and things, and because Queen of Cups is in the underlying issue, that could either be a romantic karmic that he's thinking about, but that she is contributing to that. Like maybe he was thinking like he loves her, but she's breaking his boundaries all over the place and it's not healthy. Or it could be that the people he's around, the friends and the situations are just not what he thought they would be, and the castle is crumbling, so he's thinking about his empress, his divine femme. But he's thinking about his heart, though, either way, and that actually connects with mother issues. So he could be healing mother wound issues. There might even be something going on with his actual mother or with mother figures. If you have children together, it could connect with that. Or if he has something to do with children with any karmics, it could have to do with that. But either way, a lot of boundary stuff, a lot of bratty behavior, things like that. He could be feeling very reactive. Even King of Wands in reverse is very reactive. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for a card for that roll the dice card. Or play your hand card. What's going on for masculines? Just one card with the play your hand card. What are they doing? What's the tea? Oh, all right. I'll take that. Interesting. And of course, considering it's about playing cards, we have an ace. The Ace of Swords. And the Knight of Cups is in reverse there. So I think the player hand card is masculines are getting ready to speak their truth. And especially with that King of Wands in reverse, it could be that they've had to hold in their truth about how they've been being treated, about their situation, in communicating with you. And, you know, it may very well be that either they've already started speaking their truth or they are ready to. And that in a large way, Spirit is making it impossible for them to continue lying. And so they're having to cut away. You know, it's a sword. It's like, I like to think of it as the sword in the stone kind of thing too. Like they're recognizing that there is power in truth, and there is power in cutting away that which is not good for you, that which makes you feel like a reversed king, right? And the swords too also have to do with boundaries. So I think that show your hand card for masculines right now is speaking their truth. Now, if you guys are in no communication or very little communication, it's much more likely that is playing out in whatever situationships that they're in. But it might also mean that they are getting ready to speak a message of truth to you. Or at least the truth as they see it in the moment. Who knows? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.